Okay, find Sarm. Sarm Heslop's boyfriend has been lost by cops as detectives issue desperate appeal for him to tell us what happened. Police urged the boyfriend of missing Britt, Sarm Heslop, to tell us what you know after admitted to losing him. Police issued a fresh appeal for American skipper Ryan Bane to explain what happened on the night of Sarm's disappearance. She disappeared on March the 8th, guys. There's Ryan Bane when he was arrested for beating up his ex-wife. The intrepid Brit was last seen on Ryan Bane's boat on March 8th when it was moored off the U.S. Virgin Islands. U.S. Virgin Islands Police Department spokesman Toby Derma told the Mirror, "I appeal to him now to contact us. I want to appeal to his conscience." Shut up, weirdo Raven. God. To let us know, sorry guys, what happened the night Sarm disappeared. He is a person of interest to us, and he is the only person of interest. We are not looking for anyone else. Police believe Ryan Bane could be hiding somewhere in the Caribbean islands. Sarm, 41, from Southampton, had gone to bed on March 7th after having dinner with 44-year-old Ryan Bane on the island of St. John. Ryan apparently woke up at 2 a.m. on March 8th when the anchor alarm on the charter yacht, which was moored about 100 foot offshore, went off, and he discovered his partner had disappeared. Hey, look, they was moored 100 foot offshore, crystal clear water. If she had fell off that boat, they would have found her. Even if a shark had got her, they would have found her. He is a person of interest to us. Did I already read that? Yeah. Okay. Bane has since acquired a lawyer and is not allowing police to search his 47-foot catamaran, say Virgin Islands Police. Upon his attorney's advice, Mr. Bane exercised his constitutional right to remain silent and denied officers' request to search the vessel. A police department spokesperson said in March. It has also been claimed Bane alerted the U.S. Coast Guard at 11:46 a.m., some 10 hours after Sarm's disappearance. Andrew Baldwin, 41, a friend of Sarm's for 25 years, told the Mirror, "This timeline just does not make sense to us. We know that Mr. Bane called the local police at 2:30 a.m. and was told to call the Coast Guard. The Coast Guard was reported as saying that it was alerted to her disappearance by Mr. Bane at 11:46 a.m. on Monday. We know they had dinner in a local restaurant and left at 10 p.m. What we don't know is what happened in those intervening hours. She is savvy and sensible. It's not like her at all. It just doesn't add up." Okay, let's see. Vanished without a trace. Okay, let me go on down. He has previously told Fox News it was incredibly difficult to believe she fell off the boat. Bane's lawyer, David Caddy, said that his client immediately called 911 when he realized his girlfriend was missing at around 2:30 a.m. Yeah, but this is a captain of a boat that's been sailing for a long time, been chartering these cruises to people and stuff. He knows that he should have called the Coast Guard first. He's a captain of a boat. He knew what the police would say when he called the police. He only called the police just to set this freaking stage up. I'm telling you. Okay. Bane's lawyer said his client immediately called 911 when he realized his girlfriend was missing around 2:30 a.m. A close friend of Sarm's who did not want to be named told The Sun that her friend's phone, passport, and belongings had all been left on the boat where she had been living with her boyfriend. She would not just disappear, leaving no trace, she said. She is super smart, level-headed, super well-traveled, and she's 41. She has a good heart and head on her shoulders. Another friend suggested the flight attendant was a capable swimmer. Sarm's a really strong swimmer, Kate Owen said. If she had fallen in, she would have been able to get herself back out quickly and she wouldn't have gone in alone, especially in the dark after drinking. The sea life in the bay is quite active and she would have been hesitant over sharks. Also, when you spend as long as she has on a boat in the Caribbean, jumping in the sea from the deck loses its novelty. A dog walker on the island of St. John reportedly heard a scream during the time the woman vanished. A massive hunt has been underway since she disappeared. The Virgin Islands Police Department said it is continuing their search for her, including conducting searches multiple times a day and going through hours of surveillance video that may shed light on her disappearance. Divers have joined a huge search for Sarm, who is originally from Hertford, with the local community rallying together to help. So, okay, another one of her friends that moved to the Virgin Islands with her. Let me see if I can get that other article pulled up from the Daily Mail. They moved to the Virgin Islands together. And she said that Ryan Bane won't even speak to her now. He's just like vanished. You know, I was thinking as I was reading that, the sea life in the bay is active at night. Reckon he pushed her in and they had like a feeding frenzy. I believe if something like that happened, the divers would have found evidence of that around somewhere. Torn clothes, something. Now, there was another boat moored out from them that night. Okay? Ryan knew the captain of that boat. Ryan did not radio over to that captain who wasn't that far from him, didn't holler over and ask if he had seen anything. Have you seen Sarm? My girlfriend's missing, or anything like that. That captain actually didn't find out about Sarm's disappearance until he had pulled up anchor and went fishing or something. What I believe, and that captain said that him and his guests, they didn't hear anything that night. I think Ryan must have snapped, killed her some way, strangled her, bludgeoned her to death, something. And he probably put her body in the dinghy and took her inland somewhere. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, they've searched all the uninhabited islands around and stuff, but they've not found anything. But he knows, he has lived in the Caribbean for a long time. He knows all kinds of secluded places, I'm sure. It's just a matter of time before they arrest him. So I looked up this morning. Can you be arrested if you commit murder in the Virgin Islands? Can you be arrested in international waters? So you can. Murder is illegal everywhere, even in international waters. Now, like when there's a county beside of the ocean, that county's jurisdiction only goes to about 12 miles out to sea. Then it'll go on into international water. I was looking that up this morning. Now, we need to look up extradition. We don't know where he's at, though. We have no idea where he's at. Uh-oh, somebody's flying a plane over. There's a small airport here, guys. People that own, their own private planes. Let me look at the chat. Let me mute till it gets by. Hold on. Okay, guys. Sorry about that. It flew like right over top my house. I'm trying to light my daggone cigarette. Hold on. Ah, the wind blew it out. I got to get a cigarette lighter, guys. These right here have about bit the dust. Okay, let me look at my chat here and see what y'all are saying. Hey, Teresa, Gina, TC. Take any happiness you can get. I am, TC, honey. I'm glad to see you back. I don't think he has a conscience. I laugh every time CC says weirdos. That damn raven, I was trying to freaking read and that bird kept squawking. Hey, Gabby, how are you doing? If he went inland, hopefully there will be video footage. Well, there may be. They said they was going through hours and hours of video footage. I've got my chat messed up. Hey, Lori, how are you? Let's look at Sarm's website they've set it for. Oh, wait. I was going to go look at this other article. I forgot. I got to get my brain right, y'all. I got to turn off this damn phone. Get my brain right. Oh. Okay, let me see if I can find it. We have been keeping track of Ryan Bane, but right now we don't know where he is. U.S. Virgin Islands police spokesman Toby Derma said, we know that. Want to appeal to his conscience. He don't have one, honey. Okay, a friend of Heslop said the former flight attendant met her boyfriend at some point last year while she was in quarantine, having sailed to the Caribbean with two friends in 2019. The couple then locked down together during the coronavirus pandemic. According to Bane, the couple had dinner together on March 7th around 10 p.m. before returning to the catamaran where they watched a movie. What movie did you watch then? Bane then claims that he woke up around 2 a.m. to find his girlfriend missing. Bane, the owner and skipper, Bane, who owns and skippers the 47-foot Siren Song, said he was awoken by the boat's anchor alarm, which sounds when the vessel has moved too far from its mooring, and then discovered his girlfriend was missing. Okay, bullcrap. Okay, so Bane called the Coast Guard San Juan station, reported that his girlfriend may have fallen from the yacht. The Leopard 4,700 luxury catamaran was moored off the coast of St. John, the third largest of the U.S. Virgin Islands. Okay, here's his catamaran. Let me show it to y'all. Let's look at his catamaran. Won't they just say freaking yacht? Don't look that big to me. I wouldn't want to be on a damn boat with this weirdo. He likes to beat up on women, and that dog that he hauls around to all these islands don't even rightfully belong to him. According to his ex-wife, that dog belonged to his stepdaughter. He took that child's dog out of spite and wouldn't give it back. And they, you know what? They was afraid of him, so, they just let him have the dog. So there's his yacht. There's Sarm. Ooh, I like her shoulder piece. I need to get a cover up on mine. She's really pretty, and she was working as a chef on his boat, too. There's him when he got cuffed and stuffed for beating up Corey Stevenson, his ex-wife. Actually, Sarm and Corey kind of resemble each other. Looks strung out in that picture to me. Freaking weirdo. See that dog in that picture? It's not even his dog. That dog's name's Hunter. Okay. Now, let's go to the website, the official site for Sarm Heslop. See what her friends are saying. We can get a closer look at her tattoos and everything also. So, this update, actually, this came out yesterday, and I missed it. I don't know how, but I've been waiting for an update. Okay, so anyone with information regarding the whereabouts of Sarm is urged to call 911, the Criminal Investigation Bureau at 340-774-2211, or Crime Stoppers, U.S. Virgin Islands at 1-800-222-TIPS. Okay. Ooh, look at her tattoo. Oh, I love the bird. That is so cool. I love that. I have several butterflies on me, and I do have a bird on my back, and I got flowers that's just like this going down the side of my hip, but they're not colored in, it's just like black. Okay, let's see. We need the latest. Latest update. When was this put out? Let's play this, see what it says. I may have to mute.
37-year-old Dion Ransford has gone missing from the second largest town on St. Thomas in the U.S. Virgin Islands. 5 feet 4 inches in height, Ransford was last seen on Monday, May 31st, in Anna's Retreat, wearing a black dress and gray long pants. Anyone who may have seen the approximately 110-pound woman is asked to call 911 or the Criminal Investigation Bureau's Major Crime Unit. Meanwhile, nearly 3 months after the disappearance of Sarm Heslop from a 47-foot catamaran anchored off St. John, her family and friends are no closer to learning what may have befallen her. The 41-year-old British woman was living with Ryan Bane, her American boyfriend, on his boat at the time of her disappearance. The couple was last seen having drinks shoreside on March 7th. Bane claimed that he went to sleep when they returned to the siren song, and when he woke at about 2 a.m., Heslop was gone. While he reported his girlfriend missing to police about half an hour later, Bane waited until after 11 a.m. to notify the Coast Guard as he was instructed to do. And when officers did arrive on location, he refused to allow them to search the catamaran. Bane subsequently declined to answer police questions, and he and the siren song have since left the U.S. Virgin Islands altogether. Despite several searches of the land and ocean where the boat was moored, no trace of Heslop has ever been found. The VIPD says they want to talk to Ryan Bane. In response to the most recent inquiries from consortium journalists, Toby Derima, VIPD spokesperson, said that Bane is the one person that could assist further in locating Heslop. However, while the siren song was still accessible to them, police said that they had no probable cause to obtain a search warrant even after Bane refused to cooperate. Despite receiving assistance from the Federal Bureau of Investigations, the VIPD has no idea of the current whereabouts of Ryan Bane. Derima did not respond to our follow-up questions about what the disappearance of their primary witness meant for the police probe into what happened to Sarm Heslop.
Oh my gosh, I wasn't even on the stream. Damn it. I was thinking, could someone have snuck on there and got her, followed them from the restaurant? Now, I do know that Sarm used to go out on the deck and smoke. Let me see what else this says. 3 months missing. We will not stop looking for you. Okay, let me see if I can find anything else. I don't see anything else, guys. Let's pray that they find her safe and sound. I do not think that Sarm is alive, personally. I don't think anyone. Yeah, it's British. This happened in the Virgin Islands, Mandy. But Ryan Bane's from Michigan. He's originally from Michigan. Oh no, Dawn and Candace, have you thinking about abductions? I know it. You know what? I listened. We're going to talk about her in a minute. We're going to look at some more true crime, but we'll talk about Summer's case in a minute because I watched a video this morning. We might as well just move on. Let's pray that they find her. If not, let's pray that they find out what happened to her so her parents can take her home and give her a proper burial. I know what happened to her. Based on, I know this is hearsay, but Ryan Bane's ex-wife, Corey Stevenson, let me see if I can pull this up real quick, something about Corey Stevenson. When she found out that Ryan's girlfriend, Sarm Heslop, was missing, she contacted the Virgin Islands police. And she shared with them police reports, documentation of how, he was arrested for abusing her when they were married. Let me put his name in here too. right here. This is from March 20th, but let's refresh everybody's memory before we move on. So here's the captain's former wife. Look, don't her and Sarm favor? Missing Sarm Heslop's boyfriend has previous domestic violence arrest. Ex-wife speaks out. The boyfriend of a British woman who vanished in the U.S. Virgin Islands earlier this month has a previous arrest for domestic violence, and his ex-wife has come forward with concerns about Sarm Heslop's disappearance. Corey Stevenson, the former wife of Heslop's boyfriend, Ryan Bane, let me get this ad down, provided a verbal account and extensive documentation to Crime Online about her 2008 marriage to Ryan Bane. Stevenson, who met and married Bane in Michigan, said Bane's demeanor towards her changed almost immediately after their wedding, and that she cut their honeymoon short because she was concerned for her safety. After years of a difficult and allegedly abusive marriage, Corey divorced Ryan in 2014. Crime Online obtained a copy of a 2011 arrest report charging Ryan Bane with simple assault against his then wife, Corey Bane, now Corey Stevenson. Corey provided screenshots of her email correspondence with the U.S. Virgin Islands Police Department, alerting them to her concerns about Ryan Bane. The messages show that Corey Stevenson provided a detailed account of her history with Ryan, along with court documents pertaining to their marriage and divorce. There they are. I believe that was on their honeymoon. I'm telling you, her and Sarm kind of favor. As Crime Online previously reported, Bane told police that Sarm disappeared from his catamaran. Okay, we know all that. The Coast Guard performed a search of the water for several hours on March 8th, but the maritime search and rescue portion of the case was suspended after exhausting all information pertaining to the search. The water was crystal clear. I mean, they was in the water searching for her, as soon as they got there. They didn't find anything. Okay. So that's all. We know the rest of what happened. I just wanted to refresh everybody's memory about how he chipped her tooth. Her story that she told, one of the stories were they went to a wedding. Ryan got drunk. She said he had a Jekyll and Hyde personality when he would drink. He would be nice in front of everybody, and then behind closed doors, his Hyde personality would come out. Well, she drove him home from the wedding, and she had to stop and ask for directions, which angered Ryan. What in the crap was that? A squirrel. And when they got home, he was so angry. He jerked her out of the car. She couldn't even unbuckle herself. He jerked her out. He shoved her head to the ground, beat her head in the ground. She chipped her tooth. Her face was bloodied up and everything. And he hit on her several times. There's more incidents. That's just the one that I remember she told. Anyways. He even stole her dog, didn't he? Yes, that dog is not his. That's Corey's daughter's dog. Okay, what happened with the dog was she had a protective order against him. He showed up at the house. The cops was called. Okay, the door got open. The dog, Hunter, runs out. And I don't know why Ryan wasn't arrested for violating that protection order. But anyways, the cops let him take that dog with him. That's what she said. That's her story. Yeah, I believe her. I believe her. I'd say I don't know how hard she tried to get that dog back, but I would say she was just like, let's let him have it just to get him out of our lives because she was afraid of him. She said that she cut her honeymoon short because she was afraid for her safety. And she said he immediately changed right after they married. He probably claimed the wife was making up the stories. That's what these people do. Yes, and they're very convincing. Hey, my ex-husband manipulated a freaking therapist, y'all. He manipulated my therapist and downplayed everything and put everything on me, and that it was my nerves and my mind. And you know what she did? She gave me a book. Women are from Mars, men are from something like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I was so freaking mad when I left that place because she bought everything that he said. And he was beating the hell out of me. Oh, freaking drunk. That weirdo messaged me on Facebook. Y'all, my ex-husband, my first husband, he was abusive like this too. He had a Jekyll and Hyde personality. He messaged me on Facebook, and you know how you can send the voice clips? He wasn't saying nothing, but I could hear him walking down the road. I could hear him walking on gravels, and he must have been drunk. I heard him fall and everything. I should play it for y'all. It's funny as hell. I didn't respond to him. He's an idiot. Okay. So let's move on and let's talk about something else. Here's something. Suspect still on loose. 3 dead. Country club shooting that killed golf pro. Dad of 2 young kids. But let's talk about Summer Wells. I watched a video this morning of, what's that girl's name? Zab girl. I didn't watch all of it, but Dawn Wells' sister, Summer's dad's sisters, have said that he molested them when they were little. Y'all think she'd get mad if I played some of the video? I could share her link. Hey, Sunnyside. Yes, Jack's mom, the protective orders are just a piece of paper, and that's what a cop told me. Y'all, I was so ignorant and young when I left my first husband, Jeff. And, I was getting a protective order. Those cops knew me because my mom would call in welfare checks on me about every evening because he beat the shit out of me about every freaking day of my life. They was afraid that he was going to kill me. No, Zab is cool. Okay, well, I'll share her link and I won't play all of her content. But we'll take a listen to it. But anyways, that cop told me, he's like, can he walk through this piece of paper? And I was like, no. And he's like, yes, honey, he can. Yes, he can. If he really wants to, he can, and he might. I was so ignorant. Cement Shoes knows Zap Girl. Okay, we're going to take a listen to it then. I'm going to go get her link and stuff. Then I'm going to read y'all another article. Let me see. Right here it is. Okay. I want to get her link before I start. So let me go back. I want to make sure I put her name in. I don't like playing other people's content. I mean, if somebody wanted to play something of mine, I wouldn't care as long as they're not being mean to me. If I've got something on my channel that somebody else wants to play and listen to, they're more than welcome to. That don't bother me a bit. Yeah, y'all check her channel out. Hey, I'm going to start watching her. I like her. I've really never sat down and watched her, just to be honest. I've been subscribed to her channel. Okay. Let's get the ad done. We'll just listen to a little bit of it.
$15th. It's a pretty interesting statement, so I'm going to go ahead and read it to you.
Hold on.
Hello. My daughter told me you were one of the admins of the Summer Wells page that I am a part of. I am Donald's sister, so I'm going to go ahead and read it to you. From Tennessee, who's been missing since June 15th. It's a pretty interesting statement, so I'm going to go ahead and read it to you. You are one of the admins of the Summer Wells page that I am a part of. I am Donald's sister and was abused by him from a young age. I have a post that I want to share, but wanted to ask if it would be allowed, and if so, how do I do that? Thank you. And then they respond, you could type it in here and I can share the SS in group, or you can just make a post in group, whatever you're comfortable with. I am one of the people who Donald Wells SA'd. For me, it started when I was 4 years old and lasted until he first went to prison when I was around 10. My daughter Trish Nelson has made a few posts about this and is now getting backlash and was told by the patriarch of our family that she is no longer allowed to be in or a part of the family for dragging his name through the mud. He's denying any of this happened, even though, at the time, it was not addressed but witnessed more than once. A lot of you ask questions like, if this happened, then why isn't he in jail? Why wasn't he arrested? This right here is exactly why. There is a lot of abuse in our family history, not solely surrounded by Donnie, but it seems like it's become the norm to just not talk about it, don't tell anyone, sweep it under the rug type of mentality. All Trish was trying to do was break the cycle and stand up for what's right in hopes that it could possibly give clues to Summer's disappearance. I'm not sure why so many choose to look the other way in instances like this, but they do. As far as the abuse, drug use, babies with diapers so dirty they were full of maggots, all completely true. Just for clarity, I'm talking about his first son and daughter who are now in their 30s. Some of you ask why nothing was done, why the kids weren't taken away. Donnie was never one to stay in one place very long, but the majority of the years his two oldest children were growing up, he was in Utah. We all knew they were misfit parents. They would come to my parents and visit a lot, and also live there off and on. Every second we could, we would bathe the kids, dress them in clean clothes, feed them, and hold and love them. CPS was called all the time, but nothing would ever come of it. Family members were constantly offering to take the kids, and one even tried to adopt them, but they always refused. When the state would start breathing down their necks, they'd up and leave the state, sometimes in the middle of the night. None of you have any idea how hard we all tried to do right by these kids. Every time we'd call CPS, we'd all wait for the call. Everyone was ready to take them in, but that call never came. I don't want to get into a lot of detail, mostly because I could go on for hours. But I'm not going to just sit by while my daughter gets criticized for trying to give insight on what might have happened to Summer. My past does not sway me in either direction if Donnie or Candace had anything to do with Summer's disappearance, but I do think certain things should be noted. And Donnie, if you want to confront me directly, then bring it on. You know the things you did to me, the secret motorcycle rides down the railroad tracks, the dare games you'd play, the if you don't want me to die, don't tell anyone comments, coming into my room every single night, and 7-year-old me trying to force on as many pairs of pants that I could to deter you before I went to bed, the apology you gave me while you were in Utah recently, and this past week, calling dad lying and trying to get sympathy from a heartbroken, fragile man with Alzheimer's. So pathetic. I hope and pray this baby girl is found safe and sound. She deserves a chance for a better life. We all love you so much, Summer Wells. You can post this openly. Also, thank you so much. Okay, so pretty interesting. I'm going to do a live probably later on tonight and we could discuss this. So
Wow. I believe that. I believe that statement. I think there's some truth to that statement. So that was allegedly Dawn's sister. I guess she must have posted into a Facebook group. Summer looks much better blonde. Yeah, I don't know why. Have y'all seen those pictures with the blue in her hair and stuff? I mean, that could have been some hair chalk or something. I used to have some hair chalk, that as seen on TV stuff, but I just wouldn't have put that in my little girl's hair. I hope and pray that that wasn't hair dye. I'd love to know what happened to her, guys. I just don't know. I don't know what to think. I don't think someone came up there and abducted her. No. No, either the mom knows what happened or Summer got into a small space and got stuck. I don't see how that was possible. She said it's like 2 minutes. So it just don't make sense. This man is 6 foot tall. She must have been so scared. I know, Vicky, 7 years old. And did you hear, let me find my live chat. Did you hear that part about her wearing as many pants as she could to deter him? The secret motorcycle rides. See, those are little details right there. That's how you know when there's some truth to something. When they add details like that. They have 20 dogs. There is no way. According to, what was the little boy's name that went swimming with them? Was his name Hunter? According to Hunter's mom, you cannot get past some of those dogs up there. They are so aggressive. And we're not talking about inside dogs. We're talking about dogs that run around freely. How the hell they feed like 20 freaking dogs? Let me tell you, these are the type of people that get dogs, don't take care of them properly, Just let them roam around outside. Probably ain't even got no freaking dog houses. Don't get them spayed and neutered, and they just keep having babies. So according to them, they tried to take action to help them kids, calling CPS, and they would just get up and move in the middle of the night. They both know Dawn is not going to let Candace spill the beans. She's scared of him. She dropped the domestic violence charges. According to her friend, that 15-year-old's mom, Candace was having an affair with somebody named Jose. And that's the reason that domestic violence incident where he was arrested and she dropped the charges like a week later, allegedly that's why that happened. Because Candace was messing around with this guy named Jose, who is in North Carolina now. Yeah, they probably feed on table scraps. How in the hell could you afford to feed 20 dogs? Guys, it cost me a freaking fortune. Of course, my dogs eat canned food and dry food. They are freaking spoiled. Anybody gonna get a dog, do not start feeding them wet food. H's mom said the dogs were protective of the kid. That's right. Nobody was going to be able to get up the hill, come through the woods, and grab her. How'd they get past Candace? She was outside, right? How'd they get past her? Grandma's in the house, other kids in there watching TV. There's something not right with that. Also heard she failed the first lie detector test and had to take another one. Now, I did listen on Jay for Justice channel just a little bit. She asked him, if Candace, she asked Dawn if Candace done drugs, and he said no. She's trying to quit drinking. So she was just drinking? Did y'all see her in that interview? Her eyes were all like one was bigger than the other one because one was slanted and one was freaking open. She's on more than freaking alcohol. I thought it's interesting how she said she went and got her mother's script, her prescription. Yeah, I bet Grandma gets some good narcotics. She said she went for a walk. Okay, well, she said in another statement that she did not go for a walk. She does not go for walks or runs, that she is scared of the coyotes, the snakes, and the bears. Hey, Red Rum, he also said she's trying to quit drinking and said she's trying to quit everything. That was so freaking cringe. Like, oh, we support you, Donnie boy. Well, according to what I was seeing on Jay for Justice channel, I was looking at the chat a little bit. I didn't listen to but about a minute of it. It looked like he was getting support to me. I'm not going to dog him out, but, I'm just going to state what I think about the situation. I think they get drunk every freaking day, and I think there's pills and Bob, too. I think it's possible she was passed out or something, and something happened to Summer. He was. That's what I'm saying. It was gross. It was, Red Rum. It was. We need to do a live stream about this together, Red Rum, when you get time. Hey, I could have done a better job interviewing him because you know why? Because I am a country person, and so are they. Grandma was at the hospital that morning. What was wrong with Grandma? Yeah, Red Rum, let me know when you can do it. And we'll do a live stream about it. Okay, let's see. Let me go look and see if there's anything about Summer. I looked this morning. I'm going to do it on my phone here. Let me look. Then I want to share a story with y'all about these parents that kept their kid's body in a freezer for years. I don't see anything new. I'm on WJHL. You know what, Sapphire? We could actually drive down there. If you're still in here, when you come in, we could actually drive down to Rogersville and check this place out. Check out the road. If we've got time. We're probably going to be too busy having fun. I don't see anything else, guys. Hopefully there's a break in the case soon. I hope and pray they find her safe and sound. He wouldn't have been all swooning him, though. He would have been eating that shit up. Seriously, no cringe. You wouldn't. I mean, here. Yeah. Rogersville is not that far from here. We could be in Rogersville an hour or so, maybe 2 hours. But we probably won't have time to do that. I don't think she would have been planting flowers after being in a hospital for a bad knee unless she was there to get pills. Exactly, because when my leg's bothering me, no, I'm not wanting to be planting flowers and stuff like that. Candace don't look like the flower type to me. I'm here. I had a doctor's appointment this morning. Hey, Shirley-Ann. Pamela Little Summers, heartbreaking. I know it. Bless her heart. I would have took her in a heartbeat. Her dad said she liked girly girls. Her and I would have got along good. They got all kinds of makeup and we could have played dress up. She needed a parent like that. Their yard doesn't seem like a priority there. It looks nasty, don't it? You can always tell how the inside of somebody's house is going to look by the outside of it. Now, I know I had some things on my porch. I've got some dog blankets over there laying. I'm got to get off here and wash. But I try, if there's a piece of paper laying down, I pick it up. I don't throw cigarette ducks in the yard or anything. Some of them videos I seen, the kids shouldn't have been barefooted out there. I mean, there's little pieces of trash laying around. You can just tell they're lazy. They don't do anything. And some of the pictures I've seen of inside that house, I'm telling you what, you can have old stuff and it still be clean. Guys, I live in a mobile home. It's not really a small mobile home. It's pretty good size. I got a big kitchen and stuff. It's 2 bedroom, 2 bath. I got a big garden tub, but it's like an 80s model. But my house is clean inside, even though I've got dogs. My granny always used to say they was poor as dirt, but they was always clean. They took baths every night. They made their own soap. Their clothes might have been wore out, but their house was spick and span. My mama Lesty, who I'm named after, her name's Celeste. They called her Lesty. You could eat off her freaking floor. My mom's the same way. My granny's the same way. They're more organized than I am. I'm clean, but I need to be more organized, Okay, guys, let's see what else is going on Crime Online. I got to get off here and get busy. Mark's going to be home today. Lucky me. Lucky me. My freedom's over for a few days. Hey, Sapphire. I'm going to bunk with you Friday night, okay? I'm going to stay all night with you at the hotel. If you don't care, hey, I may stay with you the whole time. Who knows? He can take care of these dogs. We got things to do. We got tattoo shops to visit. We got everything to do. People to meet. Places to go. Beer to drink. Oh, gosh, guys. I got to straighten up before Mark gets home today. Okay, parents hid dead child's body in freezer for years. A couple in Virginia has been arrested in connection to the death of their young child whose body was found in a freezer in Maine. According to WRIC, the Chesterfield County Police Department received a tip about possible human remains at a residence in Midlothian. I think it's how you say it. Police obtained a search warrant and inspected the residence on May 4th when they found the body of a boy who they believed was under the age of 5 when he died. The child has been identified as, oh my gosh, let me see if I can say that. Eli Adden Weaver, who was known to his family as Adon. It is not known how or exactly when the boy died, but police reportedly believe he was in the freezer sometime between January 1st, 2016 and December 3rd, 2018. The boy's parents, Cassine Weaver, 49, and Dina D. Weaver, 48, have been charged with conspiracy to conceal a body, felon to render aid to a child. Cassine Weaver has also been charged with domestic assault and malicious wounding of a woman who is known to him. Both parents were initially taken into custody and are both now out on bond. Cassine Weaver was initially booked without bond but appealed and was granted bond. Police told the news station that another boy lived at the home and has since been placed into foster care. Jerry Strode, treasurer of the Neighborhood's Homeowners Association, told WRIC that he saw Dina with a black eye on repeated occasions. Another member of the Homeowners Association told the news outlet the Weavers told her that Adon's brother was homeschooled, which she had trouble understanding since both parents reportedly worked out of the home. Investigators have confirmed that Dina Weaver is Adon's biological mother, but have not yet confirmed that Cassine Weaver is the boy's biological father. Anyone with information about Adon's death is urged to contact Chesterfield County Police, 804-748-1251. How did this kid die? They're out on bond, y'all. They are out on bond. I see some missing kids and mom. We'll have to look at that. Look at these two. They look evil as hell. She looks like she's recovering from a black eye right there. I bet they beat that child to death. I'm going to keep following this and see what happens with it. See how this kid died. How in the world could anyone do that to their own child? Stuff them in a freezer. You know, the kid could have died of medical reasons. They didn't get him treatment or something. We're just going to have to wait and see. Lord have mercy. I'm going to pick you up before I check in. Oh, okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'll go with you, check in and everything. I'll be ready to rock and roll, sister. We got to be looking good. Oh, I can do your makeup too for you, girl. I'll bring out my makeup and stuff. Missing, Mom. 3 kids vanished on Saturday. Vehicle found miles away 3 hours later. California police are looking for a Fresno mother and her 3 children. Last seen leaving a church in Clovis Saturday morning. Okay, let me see if I can say this. Desiree Witchapole, 39, 10-year-old Jonah, 7-year-old Zippera, and 3-year-old Lily were reported missing on Sunday. Law enforcement in neighboring Madera County found Witchapole's vehicle on Highway 41 at about 2:30 p.m. on Saturday, some 3 hours after the family was seen leaving the church. Police said Desiree Witchapole may be using the last name Ledema? Something. Anyone with information about the family's location should contact Fresno Police, 559-621-7000, or your local law enforcement agency. Let's look at their picture again. What happened to them? They found the car and they're just gone. Disappeared after church, after they went to church. I hope and pray they find them safe and sound. Okay, we're going to read this other story. I'm going to look at my chat for a minute, though. I got to get off here and get busy in a minute, guys. Let me get back. Let me get back to my channel so I can see the live chat. I got to get the bedroom cleaned up before Mark gets home. That sounded bad. I mean, I've not been doing anything in there. I'm just saying. I've got clothes and stuff laid out where I was trying stuff on and all this and that. That's a rural part of California. Maybe trying to get away from an abusive husband. Yeah. Yeah, she could be fleeing from an abusive situation. If she is, prayers for her. I wish her the best of luck. I'd like to know if they're okay, though. You know. Let's read this other story about this golf pro that got shot. And then I've got to get busy. I got to get cleaned up. I got friggin' tie-dye on my friggin' goat shirt last night. Damn it. I need some new shirts anyways, though. Okay. Suspect still on loose. 3 dead in country club shooting that killed golf pro, died of 2 young children. This happened in Georgia. Let's get this ad down. Police in Georgia are searching for a suspect in an apparent triple murder that killed a professional golfer and 2 other victims. 41-year-old Gene Sealer was fatally shot in the head Sunday afternoon at Pine Tree Country Club course in Kennesaw, where he is a club director. The suspect had reportedly driven a white Dodge Ram 3500 pickup truck and is believed to have shot Sealer when the golf pro approached the vehicle. According to the New York Post, the suspect fled the scene, but 2 more dead bodies were found in the pickup truck. Both males suffered apparent gunshot wounds. Cobb County Police Officer Shanice Barner told reporters. One of the males was identified as Paul Pearson, the registered owner of the Dodge Ram. The other males have not yet been identified, but is believed to be of Hispanic race. The suspect is still on the loose, and police have not yet provided further information about the investigation. A GoFundMe campaign is raising funds for Sealer's wife and 2 young children. Okay, here's another article. Let's look at it. I wonder what the motive was. Just random? So the suspect murdered the owner of the truck. Well, there was 2 bodies. Must have been the victim's truck and somebody the victim knew, a passenger. Okay. The suspect in the Saturday afternoon shooting is still at large and considered armed and dangerous. The suspect is 6'1" with long hair. Was last seen wearing a white or tan shirt, dark-colored work pants. The incident began shortly before 2:30 p.m. Saturday when a white Ram 3500 pickup truck drove into the Pine Tree Country Club course in Kennesaw. Club pro and director Gene Sealer, 41, headed out to see what was going on. A witness told 11 Alive he heard 5 shots. Then nothing went on, and immediately members reacting like, I think there might be gunshots, and then apparently somebody was down on the ground, he said. Then it was like a frenzy. Everyone was trying to figure out what was going on. Wow. The truck appeared to have driven onto the course from an adjacent neighborhood. Authorities said they hadn't located the suspect and that they found 2 more victims of homicide in the bed of the pickup truck, which had gotten stuck on a rise above a sand trap by the 18th green. Cobb County Police Officer Shanice Barner said both victims were men. Both died from gunshot wounds. One of the men was identified as Paul Pearson, the registered owner of the truck, but the other victim has not been identified. Truck drove on the course from an adjacent neighborhood. Okay, Pine Tree Country Club is located near the main campus of Kennesaw State University, and the school notified staff and students of the shooting about 3 p.m., saying the suspected shooters was last seen on Club Drive, headed towards Shiloh Road, just before 5 p.m. The university told students they could return to normal activities. Wow. So this guy just went out there. This truck just drives up on the golf course. So he goes out there to see what's going on and gets shot. Prayers for his family. Hold on a sec, guys. Oh, that's my son. I showed him the shirt that I made. I'll probably give it to Timothy. It looks like a guy's shirt. Weird the family would set up a GoFundMe. A golf pro would make decent money. You know what, Jack's mom? I thought the same thing, but I didn't want to say nothing. You know, I feel like I'm really judgmental on here. But I thought the same thing. A golf pro would probably be pretty well off. If he's a pro, he's got to be good, right? I'm just looking at the chat. Okay, guys. Well, I guess that's all the true crime we're going to do this morning. I doubt I'll do a chat this evening unless I'm here by myself. Who knows? I may be. If I am, we'll do us a little porch chat. But if not, I will see y'all in the morning. And Wednesday night, channel members, we're going to have ghost story night. Y'all don't forget. And then Friday, I probably won't be live Friday because Sapphire's going to be here. She's coming Thursday. So I'm not going to be live Friday morning. But anyways, I'm excited. I can't wait till she gets here. I wish she'd hurry up and just leave today and come on. Stay all freaking week. Anyways, thanks for chatting, guys, and thanks for your support. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Be safe, be kind, and peace.